Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7 metros 20 por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
Stole that shit. That's what I do, nigga. Fuck, nigga, I stole that shit.
Big up, people.
Out of there.
Ain't nothing but against the party. Oh shit.
Hold on. Oh, we're definitely getting copyrighted for that one for sure.
Right, for that one. Listen, people, I'm getting copyrighted. I'm done. They're gonna copyright me for that one. This stream is gone. You know what I'm saying? This stream is gone. But people, listen. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Hey, listen, the lineup's already out. Big up, people. Hope everybody's feeling good. Everybody's feeling good now. I know that everybody's feeling good. Big up to everyone in the chat. Jalil, absolute legend. Lenny Moon, Darren Martin, twofold. What are you saying, bro? Seymour worked on the players and the manager to get their asses together to win the title. Facts. Big up, Dr. Seymour, bro, for the miracle work he's been doing. What did you do to Declan Rice? I don't know how Declan Rice survived. I don't know how he survived. Big up the macro legend, Danny Martin. Big up, banger. Facts. Big up. Hope you enjoyed that one, Darren. Hope you enjoyed that one. Big up Danny Reacts. Thank you for putting, thank you for that. I'm going to pin that for a second. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Listen, people. We're still in the party mode. 22 years, my people. 22 years. It's been a long journey, bro. Are we there yet? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like,
we're fucking there, guys. We're fucking there.
Finally, everybody's buzzing. We're in a good mood, you know. Jezza, tell us, where did you hear, obviously, that we won the title, and how was the feeling?
I was like, I can't believe we've done it, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, wow. I was in shock. I won't lie. I was celebrating for 2 days. In fact, I think I lost today. Didn't have a clue. But it's just like, it's a third of my life away the last time we won it. I was 44 the last time we won the Premier League. And here we are. I'm going to be a right mess tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm going to be partying on that note. And yeah, it's just amazing. But you made an interesting comment there, my friend, about copyrights. Yeah. I got right the other night from YouTube because apparently in my intro video I'm showing West Ham versus Newcastle. Really? I thought it was Arsenal. Yeah, that's what they do. That is what they do. So I've appealed it and I said, get your facts right. At no point have I showed West Ham versus Newcastle. Yeah. It's because it's their computers.
AI, yeah.
You know, Jez, I got copyrighted for my own music. and then I had to, even though I produced the fucking contract, I sent them the actual contract that I signed with the label that was between me and the label, and proved that it was my own music. They still copyrighted it. It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. No, what? Anyway, before we move on, what annoys me, if they decide, no, we're going to stick by what we've done, you got no case for, you got no. I mean, I've preferred,
even if you're right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it even says, right? It even says, if you go through the appeal process, and they copyright you for music, right? Which I've never had that, but it says even if you have bought the music rights, that is not a case for an appeal. How fucking does that work?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How does that work? Because the music on my intro, I've actually purchased. I bought it, right? But they didn't do that. It's because I'm showed West Ham versus Newcastle. Really? Don't think so.
I mean, I literally had my producers. So I produced music on Logic X. I literally had the Logic X project like open as they were giving me a copyright ban for it. It's like, this here, I can screenshot it for you if you want, YouTube. This here, I literally 30 minutes ago made this music and they'll copyright me for it. It's madness.
Were they on fucking Spice? Or what? I mean, it wasn't on Spice.
More, yeah.
Correct.
Man, it is jokes. It's so unfair. Anyway, move on.
People, big up. Doc! You was the first person I saw on the YouTube after we won. He was buzzing, did a little bit of music. The vibe was lit.
Yeah.
Bro, tell me about the experience. How and when and how do you feel?
Do you know what? Yeah, I said the night before it was going to be a Krupi Junior masterclass, and obviously he got the goal. And it got to the 93rd minute. Haaland scores in the 94th minute, and literally as soon as that goal went in, I ran into my bathroom and just like left the thing, and I was just waiting for the thing to pop up on my phone. I literally sat on the toilet and was like, please. And it came up in all gold, Arsenal Premier League champions. Yeah, ran back to the computer, went straight live, and I was just like, wow, it's done. It's finally done. This long wait, this long painful wait. I've been waiting so long, man, and it's just nice, man. It's just it still hasn't quite landed for me yet. I think once we do the Guard of One Arm, we see Odegaard's armpits at the end of the game, then it will probably sink in. But man, it's actually mad to think that we've won the Premier League, Pep's leaving, and we could potentially be champions of Europe in less than a week. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been even in my personal life, things have been going great for me anyway. So it's just for me, it's been nothing but W's for me recently. So I'm enjoying the banter with the Rival fans, shushing the Man United fans becoming the new banter club. I even see Saeed crying the other day saying, listen, I'm sick of doing these hate watch-alongs, and I want Carrick to win the Premier League next season. I can't see that happening, but and just all the receipts.
Did anyone see Matisse? Matisse was like, yo, I'm going Hawaii. Any non-Arsenal fan can come.
seeing Abby stressed, thinking about Arsenal winning the Premier League and her team getting relegated in the same season. Oh, man, it's just these are the scenes that we deserve, people. Everyone in this chat, everyone in this panel, we freaking deserve this, man. The pain, the suffering, the loyalty to this club, the things that the Cronkies have put us through. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the weird decisions, some of the. I can't remember what season it was. The season where I think we was top of the league, and the only player we got was Peter Cech on a free from Chelsea. And I thought, this club don't want to win, bro. Like that, like this club don't want to win. Like this club taking us. This club is pissed on our heads and telling us it's rain, bro. Like this club is taking the piss out of us. So the fact that we finally got the Premier League, looks like Josh Kroenke actually wants to challenge as well. I heard quotes from him saying he wants to go again, wants to build a dynasty or whatever. Listen, this almost doesn't feel. It feels like a simulation. That's how good it feels right now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I mean, about time, innit? Go on, Jess, sorry.
Hell yeah.
No, not at all. No, not. I was just going to say to Darkside, you got your shirt on the wrong way round, mate.
Yeah. No.
You could say he's easy like Sunday afternoon.
Easy like
Lionel Richie for you.
There you go.
Facts, 100%. But bro, it's about time. Like, even with this manager, I always say it again. the target date was not this year. It wasn't. The target wasn't this year. The target was 2 years ago for him to win. So you're already over target. You know how it is. You know, if you work in a company, do you know what I'm saying? Like me, I deal with all the damper mold and shit like that. So the property service. So I have meetings, you know, just, you know, meetings. I don't know why we do the meetings, but the point is we can all do it in an email. This is what I keep telling them. You can do it in the email. Like, why do we have to be here, right, Doc? Why do we have to be here? But we have target dates, you know what I'm saying? And they always, you know, question me about why is this not been done by this date? Do you get me? So doing it over the date is not really achievement, is it? But still, you deserve, of course, you deserve one more year, in my opinion. Some people would give you 2. But yeah, man, you did it, you know, a bit late, but still, we celebrating it. We're having fun with it. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're here right now. Jamboy, where was you when you heard, and how'd you feel? What's the vibe saying?
First of all, on the last stream, I did actually say, right, I'm not trying to play that I told you so and all that, right? But I did say that I genuinely believed that Bournemouth would take something off City.
Yep.
It wasn't I hope they do it. I genuinely believed they would beat them or draw with them. I honestly believed it would happen. And they did. Sitting there watching that game, right? When it started, City started off a bit like quite well. And I thought, oh, I'm not sure, you know. But when that Krupi goal went in, I went fucking nuts. I mean...
Jambo, do you think they started off well? I thought Bournemouth kind of took the 21st, 25, half an hour, then the last 15 minutes of the first half, City kind of
maybe you're right. I fucking, my head's gone, mate. I can't even remember. The only thing I can remember of that game is when Krupi got that ball cut in and just bent it. The camera angle that showed you knew it was going in that top corner as soon as it left its foot.
Yeah, you can tell.
And I was up before it even hit the net. I was up. Like, and then I was just watching the game go along. As the game went on, I just felt that City were never going to score. It was just like sitting there relaxed. City ain't scoring; they're not going to score. And then it happened.
Jamboy, you know what moment that I felt like City we're not going to win this. Second half, the first chance that O'Reilly got, you know, the one that Haaland passed the ball to him. If that went in, I think that was going to be a different game. But that didn't go in. I was like, shit, I started to wear. You know what I'm saying? Where's my shirt? Where's my shirt?
I can't even remember it, mate. I can't even remember. Yeah. Can't even remember it that moment. But when Haaland got that goal, because my dad texted me, what was it? There's about 5 minutes to go of the whole game left. And he said, Arsenal champions. And I wrote back to him. I said, I still, even though I just said I didn't feel City were going to score, there's still that little bit in the back of my head thinking if they get a goal within the next minute that they're just going to onslaught and may do what they've done against Liverpool. That was still in the back of my head. But and then they got a free kick and I said to him, I texted my dad, they'll probably score from this free kick. And they did, not from directly from it, but they did score at the end of the result of that free kick, if I remember rightly. And then it was like really nervy for a minute and a half. But yeah, as soon as that whistle went, it's just like a whole weight fell from my shoulders. Fucking hallelujah! Thank God for this. And I just the first thing I done was I ran out to my front door, opened up my front door, and let all my neighbours know that I'm an Arsenal fan. I just shouted yes at the top of my voice as loud as I could for an elongated period, and then just shut the door and thought, yeah, they're going to be coming out in a minute, wondering what's going on. But and then I come indoors again, was walking around my front room for about a minute and a half, just walking around, and then I went upstairs and give my missus a cuddle, saying we did it and all that, you know, and then it didn't really sink in until Friday. I woke up Friday morning, and I was just buzzing. Second I woke up, I just felt great. And I've been wearing Arsenal shirts ever since. I wore the 3 from this season on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And yesterday I wore the yellow O2 Invincible shirt. So I'm wearing the home one. And I am wearing an Arsenal shirt every single day until the start of the season. Every single day I've got.
I haven't worn this Arsenal shirt in a corporate meeting on Friday. On Friday, and they were like, "Why are you wearing that?" I was like, "Listen, I was just pretending that I was literally acting like I don't have a job there, man."
Honestly, I swear to God, right? I swear to God, I am walking around the streets. I'm like that.
With your tits
Not
out.
a fucking boy, Jam Boy.
Chest is just like that, yeah. I see a Chelsea shirt and I'm just,
Yeah, your tits out.
what the fuck you wearing that for? We're back, the boys are back in town, you know? It's just, honestly, but I just do want to say one thing, right? Fair play to Arteta and the boys, like, for getting this over the line. I mean, it's all we've ever wanted. The criticism is all because we want this so bad, and you know, when you look back at it, I feel that the criticism was justified. However, now he's got over the line, and the team's got over the line.
How much would you give him, Jam?
I do feel a little bit guilty for some of the things I've said after games and ranting and that, but I still stand by what I said because it was warranted at the time. Like, I mean, I had a rant on one of my shorts. Well, after we drew that game with Wolves 2-0 up, I lost it. But it's all feeling of the moment. You know, I for one, because he's won the league, I would say he deserves to get another season. Now, some people would disagree. Some people would say give him another 5 years. I think he deserves next season at least, right? If he wins the Champions League, whether you like it or not, it will be Arsenal's best ever season. I'm sorry, because a Champions League and a Premier League is better than a Premier League and an FA Cup, right? The football this season hasn't been the best, and it hasn't. But overall, for trophies won, it would be our best season ever if we win this Champions League. I mean, just the Champions League, it's miles away. But if he does get that Champions League, it's the best season. That's the fine margins, guys. That's the fine margins. If we win this Champions League, it will be our best season ever, and it will.
Wins that and gets the Super Cup as well.
Oh, see, that's what can come from it. Super Cup, Club World Cup, play Villa in the Super Cup. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you now, London ain't ready for me if we win that Champions League on Sunday. It is not ready for me. I swear, honestly, please, just win it. Come on.
Come on, you gunners.
Anyway,
come on,
big up every single Arsenal fan, anyone watching this, all the Arsenal, anyone associated with Arsenal. Let's just celebrate this and come
100%.
on, let's go.
I think it's a great moment, you know, to try to unify as much as we can of the fan base.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's time to, you know, get back on track and support this team, and hopefully we will do great things together. But anybody that's more happy that Arteta won than Arsenal, I don't know.
Right.
But
just quickly, I still stick by it that we've won this league in spite of Arteta, because them players have been run into the ground. You look at the likes of Timber, Ben White, Saka, Rice, Zubimendi, and there's others as well. They've been run into the ground and still.
You mute, mate.
Muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
You can't hear you, Jam Boy.
Damn it, you know, like whatever he's saying.
I don't think he sees us.
He can't see us. Okay.
No, now he's going to unmute himself.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Yeah, for me, the players deserve the most credit. The players.
Yeah, 100%.
Getting over the line.
100%. Manny,
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. The fuck, man.
I think only Jamboy.
Bear with me.
All right, then go on, Jamboy.
Okay, at least he got to say what he wanted to say.
He did.
Yes,
Manny,
brother,
what are you saying? How did you feel? Where was you? And what was you doing? What did you do after that?
Well, to answer your question, I was actually watching the Bournemouth-Manchester City game, and I'm actually really good friends with a Bournemouth fan who also has his own channel, and I'll be doing a lot more work with him, of course, in the next few weeks or so. Up the cherries in all departments. Craig Beasley, do please check the channel out. Lovely bloke. We're doing some good work together. Jez knows about the channel. I've tried to get him on. Hopefully, next time we do a Bournemouth Arsenal call-in show, I will invite him and a few other people on. And he actually released a video on his channel saying that he was very confident that Bournemouth would beat Manchester City. For me, there was a part of me that, hoped it would happen. I just, didn't really know if City were going to, take it seriously. I knew they had to because If they had failed to win, they would have ended up losing everything, and that's how it's proved. The thing is, I think the news of Pep Guardiola leaving, I don't know whether he announced it or whether it got leaked. I actually think it sort of preyed on the players' minds. It's increased the pressure, and they just weren't really able to get out of second gear. And some of the players, I have to say, just looked extremely sluggish and disinterested. They did start to get their act together the closer it got to the end of the game, but by then it was too little and too late. And you know what? As soon as that Krupi goal went in, I was absolutely, delighted. And, Gigi Donnarumma is a person who, in my opinion, represents how the squad has declined a bit, because there's no doubt that he's a really good shot stopper, but he doesn't move very well. I think he's probably one of the most overrated goalkeepers in world football today. If Gianni were here, he'd want to kill me for saying that. I think City just looked completely, sluggish and disinterested, while Bournemouth looked so much sharper. And we were talking, and we were talking actually on that call-in show about how, Bournemouth have played some really wonderful attacking football this season. They've been very sharp in transition, and even after losing some of their better players, Andoni Iraola has got them working really hard. And I'm actually keeping an eye on the Forest-Bournemouth game, because I want to see Bournemouth finish 6th and secure Champions League football. Let's face it, City are going to smash Aston Villa, who half those players are going to be, drunk as skunks, and they won't be fit to play. And Liverpool will be determined to win their final game at home. So as it stands, Bournemouth end up getting 6th. But back to the game, he and I were chatting, and he said congratulations to me. He talks about a great deal about how much he wanted us to win this league, and now that we've done it, my initial reaction is, I'm sort of understated, really. I'm extremely happy. I feel grateful after 22 years that we were able to get it over the line, and I want to echo everything that Jam Boy has said. All I can say is, Jam, you are as sweet as your name is. Well done. And
stop it.
No, seriously, because it really is down to the players who were able to have the wherewithal to get it over the line. I think Declan Rice pretty much said it after we lost at the Etihad. It's not over, and this is a guy, mind you, who actually who's lived through all the frustrations of this season. We all know how he mouthed the words "effing crap" every effing time. I don't like swearing, really, but. He and some of those players in the squad are really the ones who deserve a great deal of credit. And I agree with Jamboy that we won this league in spite of Arteta, not because of him. I would even go so far to say that given the football that we played and also the outrageous help that we received from the PGMOL, let's not forget, gentlemen, that we received a great deal of calls in our favour that shouldn't have been given. So fans like me are entitled to feel as though, as grateful as I am that we've won it, I don't even know if we were necessarily the best team in the league, or that we necessarily deserved it. Although we did deserve it, as Rob told me on a tweet of mine, that nobody could better us over the course of 38 games. So yeah, that's the way the league works. But the amount of snide and slander I've received from even from friends of mine on a WhatsApp chat telling me, "Don't you dare slander Mikel Arteta again." It's ridiculous, and it's stuff like that that really makes me, irritated. And I want to also big up Jez and his stream, where he said, "I'm not going to apologise to Arteta for winning the league because I'm an Arsenal FC fan and not an Arteta FC fan." And so I will say that this is really the sign that we've got to dig in our heels and start to demand a little bit more, because it's been 5 full seasons where we haven't won anything, and now we've got this. We're grateful. We're happy. We're not going to look gift horses in their mouths. But then to be, if it's not my friends on Twitter, it's friends in a WhatsApp group, rather. It's some idiots on Twitter who see it fit to attack me. And I want to big up Rob again, who has who knows about that. And I even sent him another tweet about another idiot, giving it the big large. Some members of our fan base just don't know how to be good winners. They don't know how to be happy for themselves. They don't know how to, stay humble and, be magnanimous. Instead, this idiot from AFTV, we all know who he is. There's a video that went viral where he's literally demanding that Unai Emery abandon his duties at the Etihad Stadium and go all the way to Selhurst Park to form part of that guard of honour and shake Mikel Arteta's hand and say, "Well done, you're a better manager than me." Fans like them, make me feel like not celebrating this league. Although, listen, I'm going to be happy in my own way. I'm going about my business. I had a morning gym session. I had a good lunch, and now I'm here talking to you, wonderful gentlemen. And I'll be, just sitting back to watch the game. But then after that, we put that out of our system and concentrate on next week, because we've got a really big lobster or salmon, whichever you prefer, to catch and cook. The prospect of winning a Champions League, we are the underdogs. My head tells me that we're going to get smashed just like Inter Milan did last year, but my heart says, you know what? It's a cup final. It is a one-off. It could happen, but I'm not getting my hopes up. But all I will say is it's been 22 years of hurt. We never stopped dreaming, and now at least we can be, a little bit grateful. But come the start of next season, no more of this celebratory stuff. No more resting on our laurels. We've got to keep demanding more. We've got to keep holding this manager to account. We've got to keep holding some of the players to account. And that's the way we're going to be. And I'm not going to change that. I don't believe Jez will change that. And if anyone feels the same way I do, Jamboy, especially you, big up to you, we shouldn't change.
No.
Exactly.
With all the managerial changes next season, and with our squad being settled and maybe a few more players coming in, a couple going out, I expect us to go and be favourites and win the league next year. I really do. I really do. But again, you've got to look at it. The World Cup, our players ain't getting a rest that are there. So are any of them going to get injured? It depends on what happens in the World Cup in terms of Rice and players like that, whether they can stay injury free and not run into the ground, But just quickly, sorry, no, I will make this quick. I forgot to mention something when you asked me about what I did after the game, and I apologise to DJB and Jezza, man. I didn't mention this, but I had an absolute blast on Jezza's stream after the game till about midnight, and then went over on DJB's stream, and we were on it till 4 o'clock in the morning. We were all having a drink. You had Gianni down in bottles of champagne. Everyone was, you know what I mean? I'll tell you what, I am absolutely honoured, and it was a blast, man. Absolute blast. I enjoyed it so much. So thank you.
I'm surprised he didn't down any crapper. That's supposed to be one of the favourite Italian tipples of all time. But yeah, so no alcohol for me. I haven't had a drink. I really only have a drink once every year, and that's on my birthday. And then again, it's only a beer. But it's like, if you're exercising and you avoid alcohol, it's always good. But if there is ever an occasion when I'll have to get sloshed, you won't recognize me afterwards.
That's something we want to see then. This is the thing. People talk about catch-up money and everything. We need catch-up trophies. That's what we need. You need to catch up. We need to win next season and season after that and season after that. Doesn't matter what we win something. Anyway, Doctor, nice of you to join us. Big up to you.
Welcome back, man. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Doc. How was you feeling, bro? How was you feeling when you first heard? And what was the vibe in general, bro?
Well, first and foremost, big up to you, Rashid. Big up to all these legends on the panel and the chat. Y'all know I've been out in the trenches the last few weeks. Arteta has had me busy, certainly to say the least. And I did not even recognize that we even won the league until maybe about 24, 48 hours after the fact. So it is also still, I'm also still acclimating to it. I mean, I'm still without words. First time in 22 years, we can finally say that we are Premier League champions. Like, can you imagine? What an app. I mean, even those words collectively in one sentence sounds so foreign to say. But to that end, as y'all know, I was saying from the onset that I didn't think that we were going to be winning anything, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. Happy. Yeah. I'm delighted to be proven wrong. But the one thing I had also said as well, like I said it in the group chat yesterday, I don't want this fan base to get complacent. Now is not the time for complacency. I don't want this fan base. I especially don't want the Arteta sexuals to say, "Oh, well, we won the league now." And even if we win the Champions League, in a few days' time, if we do that too, I don't want them to say, "Oh, well, we won everything. Now we can kick back, feed up, have a little drink, and say that everything is done." That cannot be the case. You know, we need to be we you know, as you know, as you had said, Rashid. You know, like, we have had all this catch-up money. We now need catch-up trophies. 2 decades worth of catch-up trophies. Like, I don't want us to be making excuses going into next season as far as why we can't win. You know, say, like, for example, like a domestic double or a treble for that matter. You know, like, all the other teams around us are going to be, you know, still placing like the building blocks, like, you can rather to get over the finish line. We already have a set made product, so there really shouldn't be any excuse or justification as to why we aren't getting over the line next year. I mean, look, all I can say is that, you know, like, credit where credit's due. Arteta finally, after all this time, got us over the line. So where are our apologies, right? Where are our apologies saying, you know what? We are sorry that it's taken Arteta 6.5 years and $1 billion plus spent to finally win us a trophy. We should have already won something right now. And the fact that it's taken so long. I mean, again, granted, credit where credit's due. We finally got over the line, but this manager is still a bum. I don't care what anyone says. This manager is still a bum, because at the end of the day, like, any manager given 6.5 years and £1 billion plus to spend, they should be getting over the line. I mean, like, this is a basic expectation. So at the end of the day, you know, again, like, granted, congratulations, we finally won something. Let's keep pushing on. Let's make sure that, you know, that let's say for the next 5 to 10 years, we are cleaning up shop. So, I mean, also as well in the lineup, I'm absolutely delighted to see that there's a lot of rotation. I mean, it's about time, you know, that this manager, you know, has actually learned how to rotate. I mean, like, you know, like, to Jamboy's point earlier, you know, like, the criticism and the rants that we have had, like, throughout the season, they were well justified. You know, like, we should not have been, like, dropping points to Wolves. We should not have been dropping points, like, to teams that, you know, like, are just not at the same caliber as us. No disrespect to them, you know, but everyone keeps on talking about how we're in such a great phase, you know, like, how we have such a best manager, best squad in the world. I mean, like, we should be blowing teams away, even if they are, say, like, 1-0, 2-0 wins. Like, it should be a complete show of dominance. And throughout this season, there were times where we were showing our soft underbelly. And, you know, I mean, and one thing I know that I can say is that, you know, like, we were asking for time to stamp this out. So if anyone really deserves any credit, I mean, like, Arteta deserves a little bit of credit, but let's also be clear. Man City lost this league more than we had won this league. You know, like, they had squandered every opportunity to get back into it after we allowed them to get into contention. So, and also as well, like, the one thing I also want to say as well, big up my fucking technical director, Don Andrea Berta.
Yeah, man.
Because that man deserves the majority of the credit. First and foremost, lighting a fire under Arteta's seat. You know, letting him know, like, what time it was that ultimately, you know, like, you know, that if he came out trophyless, that his ass would have been grassed. But also, if we forget, so soon to conveniently forget, if Berto wasn't here, Arteta would have had his way and signed Benjamin Sesko and Nico Williams. Let's not forget that either. And Arteta,
that makes the thought of that makes me sick, man.
It should make everyone sick.
And Eze probably don't join either.
You are absolutely correct. Just by virtue that we would have signed Sesko and Nico Williams, we would not have signed Gyökeres, we would not have signed Eze. And all this and throughout this season,
that jump would have gone to Spurs, bro.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. And they probably would be safe now.
Right.
Yeah, probably.
And throughout all this time, Arteta sexuals, they were questioning Berta, they were questioning Gyökeres, they were questioning Eze, they were slandering them. Oh, Gyökeres, you know, he's a Mack truck. You know, he can't hold up a ball. We did not get Gyökeres to hold up the ball. We got Gyökeres to score goals. That is his entire fucking modus operandi, to score goals. And the fact of the matter is, you know, he also has, like, what I think he has, like, one of the best, like, goal scoring conversion in the league, if not in Europe. You know, like, that's, you know, just by that fact and virtue alone, we have not fed Gyökeres enough. And if we had, Gyökeres would be sitting at 25 league goals at minimum. But the fact of the matter is that the fact that he has scored so many goals is a result of his own quality and also being restrained by this manager. So I better well see Arteta utilize and maximize Gyökeres next season, as well as getting rid of a lot of the dross that we have. I'm actually a little bit concerned for our quote unquote captain Martin Odegaard. I'm wondering whether he's going to pull an arm, lifting up the trophy this season. I'm not sure whether or not his feeble little hands can do it, but we'll see. We'll see in a few hours' time. But honestly, people talk about how ruthless Arteta was. We need to see ruthlessness in the summer. Personally, I would be kicking Odegaard to the curb. I'd be kicking 29 to the curb. I'd be kicking a lot of the dross to the curb, and then I'm bringing upgrades on that just to only cement. Our trophy haul next season, because we need to be winning trophies this season. Well, sorry, next season as well, and the year after that. I don't want this to be a one and done thing, because I'm sure that, as you all will know, a lot of our Arteta sections will say, "Oh, well, Arteta won the league. He also potentially won the Champions League. He has to stay here forever." No, that's not the case at all. We have to be winning trophies consistently. We have 2 decades worth of dust that has been caked up in our trophy cabinet, and that now needs to be swept away by actual trophies. So, on that note, congratulations to the team, but a lot of the respect has to go to Andrea Berta, as well as the medical staff. I don't like to be I don't like to be powdering my own nose here, but all I got to say is shout out to the medical staff. One of the most thankless jobs here at London Colney. Everyone's talking about, why we have all these injuries. It's because our asshat manager keeps rushing them back into play. Give us some credit, throw us a bone here. But
they were on overtime all season, man. They were on overtime.
You're damn well right. We were working overtime, getting barely getting paid in Trident layers. So we all need a bonus, and we all need a vacation to I don't know, to the Canary Islands or something. But we're exhausted.
Yeah. For what it's worth, Doctor, I'm going to take a long vacation because I'm not watching this World Cup either. No chance. I'll be detoxing from football this entire summer.
Yep. I'm actually planning a little vacation, either to see you guys at the parade or to be going to, I don't know, South America or something.
All right, and 100%, man. Big up the medical staff, by the way. Big up the set piece coach as well. The set piece coach, my boy, got us 22 goals. It's amazing.
That boy Lion Tex.
Yeah, big up Tex, man. Outside, the vibe. Rob, what are we saying? Where was you, and how was the feeling, the vibe in general, man? 22 years.
It was kind of weird, man. Just bear in mind that I was 21 years old the last time we won a title, and it was almost like it took a little while to absorb it, if you know what I mean. It wasn't like I don't want to seem like a fair weather fan or whatever, but when that final whistle went in the Bournemouth Man City game, I didn't jump around like that. I was just kind of like, it was just this mix of joy and fucking relief. It was like there was a big mix of relief, and obviously when that kind of sunk in, I got into it more, and I was like, okay, let's go down Finsbury Park, and the whole night started to change. But that initial moment was kind of like a bit sort of just surreal, because it's been so long, and we've almost kind of forgotten what it's like, sort of thing. And it was kind of like just absorbing this new feeling, this different feeling, this sort of new feeling. I say new, but 2004 was the last time. Jesus Christ, if you had come up to us at the 12 Pins in Finsbury Park in 2004 and said, "Enjoy this, boys. This is going to be the last time you're going to win a title in 22 years. So have a good laugh tonight and enjoy it for the next few weeks, because you ain't getting anything for 22 years." You'd have got weighed in. You'd be leaving the fucking place in a body bag. We thought at that point we were on the verge of world domination. We just got invincible. We had such a sick team. We just thought that was naturally what was going to happen next. And then obviously we all know what happened after that. And for me, the club kind of changed, if you want to say died or changed or whatever, but like the club changed when it left Highbury. This is sort of Arsenal 2.0 for me. But yeah, you know, once it started to sink in, such a fantastic feeling. And you know, I went out. I was up and around here. I'm in sort of Turnpike Lane, Finsbury Park area.
Did you go to Finsbury Park, Rob?
Basically,
did you go to the Emirates?
The problem was I had to wait for a food delivery that night, so I had to stay in. Otherwise, I would have gone straight out. But I had to stay in until about 11:15. Then by the time I would have got down to that's when my food delivery was delivered. And then, you know, after that, I would have got to Finsbury Park about sort of like 11:30, something 11:45, something like that. So when I saw the pictures online, it was like you can't get anywhere.
Oh, it was madness. Trust me.
It was
madness.
I would have probably just been able to get to the station and then just sort of mill around the station and that's it, sort of thing. So I was like, do you know what? Not to worry. Obviously, I did want to go down. But I was like, do you know what? Not to worry. We've got the Champions League final. We've got the obviously the parade. I was like, cool. Those things are coming up, and it made me feel a bit better about not going down at the time. So I was a bit annoyed with myself that I didn't go down, but it was just sort of the circumstances. But yeah, man. Like I was telling everyone at work. I was telling everyone at the gym. I was telling everyone I thought Bournemouth would do it. I thought I was like a super fucking top gooner that Tuesday. I was like, we've won the league. I was like, we won the league. I thought I was fully convinced Bournemouth were going to do it. I didn't think Man City just had enough. I just didn't think this particular incarnation of Man City this season, I just didn't think they had enough. And, you know, Bournemouth have a lot. And that kind of contrast made me think, well, I think Bournemouth are going to get a draw at least through this game. They haven't lost. The last time they lost was us in January the 3rd. So I was very, very confident, and I was being a bit kind of like maybe egotistical and big-headed or whatever at work and at the gym. I was like, yes, we've won the title and blah, blah. And then I was proved right. So I come in the next day. I come in and see my all my mates at the gym are either Man United or Spurs. And I walked in and they looked at me. They were like, oh god. They were like, fuck hell.
Yeah. So Rob, with you, weight had gone down off his shoulders while they were lifting weight.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. And they were like, oh, I don't want to see this guy. I was like, well, do you know what? Like, we have been shit this season, but you guys couldn't catch us. So, you know, that's what I said to Manny the other day. It was like, we deserve it, not because we've been so amazing and Arteta's just the most amazing manager in the world. We deserve it because over 38 games, you lot couldn't catch us. That's, you know, that's why we deserve it. That
exactly, like the Macklemore song, the league couldn't catch us or the city couldn't hold us, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like the city can hold us.
Like the city can hold us.
Yeah, we should be playing that. I mean, like, you know, for the parade, you've got to play that song. The city will never be able to hold you, all of you who are going.
Anything
I'll write that down. I'll write that down. That needs to be played, bro. That's a banger. Sorry, Rob, gone. Sorry.
I was just going to say anything other than North London Forever. That tune, when that tune comes on, that's my signal to go to the fucking toilet. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no. This is a song about pimps, whores, and prostitutes, and you want me
drugs,
to sing, and drugs, and blah blah blah. Hey, you know what? But like, you know, let's not be singing that out loud with our children at the Emirates.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? But whatever. We're the champions. So do you know what? All of this stuff I don't really care that much about because I've spent 22 fucking years wanting us to be fucking champions, and here we are as champions. So I actually don't really care that much, bros. And it's great to see you all. It's great to see everyone in the chat. It's great to see all of you guys. It's fucking. What is it? Sunday today? Yes.
What a day!
Yep.
Sunday today. It's bank holiday, and Arsenal are the champions. So big up everyone.
Armpits in the air.
But big up, everyone, man. Tex, how you can bill it, Tex. It doesn't matter if you sleep halfway through through the game. It doesn't matter if you sleep halfway through the game. You can bill it now. You know what I'm saying? But I suggest you don't, because Max Dalman's on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to see some ball, you get me? Yeah. Max Dalman's number 10. So. You get me? Anybody that wants to see a bit of football, hopefully we see a little bit of football there today. Because we haven't seen it in 37 games. Tex, what are you saying, bro?
Campeones, campeones, ole, ole, ole.
Ole, ole.
Nah, big up Rashid, big up to everyone, man. Big up to the panel every time, man. Yeah, man, I can't lie, bro. Like on Tuesday, yeah, because the last 25 minutes I was watching it with Matty and DJB backstage, innit? And we couldn't believe what was going on, bro. I was just thinking, fucking hell, is this actually gonna happen tonight, bro? Because in my head, yeah, I had it in my head that this is going to the last day, innit? So I was just thinking, fucking hell, it's like, are they going to save me from heartache, bruv? Because I didn't even want it to go to the last day and shit like that. You get me? Because I don't think my heart could have taken it, bruv. You know what I mean? And then, boy, when that final whistle went, bruv, I literally screamed down my whole fucking street, bruv. I swear down, I just went mad.
That's you talking here.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it, bro. Could not believe it, fam. You know what I mean? So I said, fuck it, bro. I'm going to get some alcohol, something, bro. Because I ain't sleeping tonight. I was like, fuck that, bro. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just a mad feeling, bro. It's a mad feeling, like, 22 years, bro. It's just, it's crazy. It hasn't even really sunk in, you know, bro. You know what I mean? I've just been on a high all week since it's happened, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Running on adrenaline
shit, man. Trust me, man. Like, it's mad, and it's such a great feeling to be back at the top, man. Because this is all I wanted, bro. This is literally all I wanted. You know what I mean? Just flipping win the title and stay there. You know what I mean? So let's just enjoy it, bro. You know what I mean? And before I bounce, yeah. Big up to everyone that's here as well, man, because you lot have kept the standards up. So all these top gooners coming out now, like trying to preach like all this bullshit, yeah. They're the ones that were making excuses for us losing. We wasn't, bruv. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we wanted, bruv. This is exactly what we wanted. So, you know what I mean? We're all happy here, bruv. You know what I mean? And that's the most important thing. So, listen, just watch the Guard of Honor. You get me? I told Matty already to do the rendition, so he's got that lined up. You know what I mean? For Fingers of Munda. so I expect him to do that at some point. You know what I mean? So,
Eddie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Rashid.
man, just enjoy the day, brothers. Just enjoy the days, because I got to bounce in it, but enjoy everything, man. And yeah, man.
Take care of yourself,
Look
man.
forward to the
Big up,
Champions
See you
League,
next
bro.
week, brother.
And Rashid, that's another song to add to the
100%.
playlist.
Bless up,
This
lads,
is what
man.
you came for
Bless
by
up.
Rihanna. Maybe
Let's go.
this is what you came for.
What you came for.
Lightning strikes every time we move. And everybody's watching us, but we're looking at you.
Manny, who sings that song?
Rihanna with Calvin
I'm going to
Harris.
write that down.
Yeah, let's keep it that way, yeah?
Big up, big up. Big up.
Thank you very much, Jam Boy.
I'm only fucking with you, man.
Good.
Big up, big up, man. Big up. Ola's in the building, people. Ola's in the building. Big up to everyone that's locked in as well. You know the vibe. Kona.
We
You
did
know the
it,
vibe.
boys. We did it, lads. Big up Jez, big up Dax, big up Doctor. You know what I mean? I see Rob over there, Manny Jam Boy. Salute to every single one. Use my boy Lion Tech. Yo, it's been a long season, man. Been a long journey, and I'm happy we're here, man. This is. I mean, I heard you. You know, you was asking everybody what they were doing, where they were at. You know, I was watching it with my son, and you know, it's not something he's seen in his whole lifetime, and I had to just to remind him, because I've had a few questions while he was growing up, like, Dad, why do you support Arsenal? You know what I mean? Like, a lad, this is it. Reasons like this, yeah. This is why we follow this great club, and I'm just happy for every Arsenal fan around the world that, you know, that's been wanting this moment, that's never seen this. that now understands how big of a club we are. And we deserve this, man. We deserve this. Who was in the who was in trenches many moons ago, protesting to get Wenger out because the standards are falling. This club was free falling with no parachute, I might say. Free falling with no parachute, and then we needed to get hold of something. We needed to get some respect back. And I think something like this puts us back on the respect table, because we've been disrespected for so fucking long, man. And that's why, from what like Lion Tech was saying earlier on, like, people making excuses for losing. That's why we didn't really stand for it. You know what I mean? We wanted success for this great club, and it's nothing more than this club deserves. I always say word to Kenny Ken. The club is the star. We see how bright of a star this football club is. See how bright of a star this football club is. And yeah, man, I'm proud to be an Arsenal fan, man. And boy, I'm gonna enjoy today. We're gonna enjoy the parade. Let's hope next week we even got something even bigger to celebrate, people.
Oh yeah,
something even bigger to celebrate. And it'll only make it sweeter, buddy, if we can go and stink it out and still get the victory. But I love that shit, man. Oh Lord, you know what I mean? Get that
1-0,
man. You know what I mean? Give me that one. Give me that 1-0, man. You know what I mean? I've been saying this is Atletico Madrid.
Come on, man. This is a useless game. We have to play some football today. We have to play some football, no?
If you think I'm gonna be watching the game like I've been watching all the games all season, you got something else coming. I'm vibing, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I'm talking shit. Yeah, I'm drinking, I'm smoking. You know what I'm trying to say? I gotta do all them things there, man, because today is about celebrating. We get that guard of honor. I mean, Eze's story is one for the books. To get released by Arsenal, go to KPR, come back to Palace, wins the trophy for them, nearly goes to fucking Tottenham. Look at what fucking Tottenham is dealing with today. You know what I mean? Nearly fucking goes to Tottenham. They're fighting relegation today on a day where we're about to, have this celebration of a season. They're fighting for their fucking lives. That's what Eze got saved from. And he's gonna, on top of that, get a guard of honor from his old side. While they're preparing for their own final, by the way. It's all come full circle for Eze, man. I couldn't be more happier for him. You know what I mean? Him as an Arsenal fan as well. And what those guys did on Tuesday, pulling up to the fans, you know what I mean? Alpha was incredible.
I missed them by 1 hour, Ola. 1 hour between us.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I swear to God, I was so pissed off in the morning when I saw that. It was because of work. Fuck, I should have called in sick, stayed there, bro. I swear to God. But
serious.
Shit, man. 1 hour.
But the thing is this: the fact that they're able to do something like that, come mingle with the fans, no security, no bodyguards, none of that shit.
By the way, it was Declan Rice's idea, yeah, and I knew it was Declan Rice's idea before he said it. I think he just said it in an interview. I knew straight away it said Declan's idea.
You know what I mean? And
just go to the Emirates.
It's a real good thing to see, because it's nothing that drives you more connected to your fans than doing something like that.
Well, I thought of that. I thought of that myself. Like, so I had to work the next day. I was thinking to myself, I'd love to go down to the Emirates and watch the sunrise, which is essentially what they did, because they went down there at like 4:35 a.m. So I would have, if I didn't have to work, I would have grabbed a beer and fucking gone down there. And would have bumped into them. Fucking.
You know what? Yeah. I just want to say, right, to the people that were there when Eze and Rice, Saka, and who's the other one?
Rice, Saka, Timber.
Yeah. The people that were there that got to see that and meet them, I'll tell you, I am so jealous, man. I swear to God, big up to them people that were there, man. Honestly, fair play. 100%. And big up the players as well, man. That's what down to earth is all about. Do you see Rice saying, come over, get a picture? Honestly, that is class, man. That is class.
Proper
Yeah,
fucking captain too. Proper captain.
Yeah. Oh, right, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
facts. He's the guy. He's the guy. Like Declan Rice,
he is.
off and on the pitch, he's the guy. Do you get me? So big up Declan, man, and big up all the players as well. Ola, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, I mean, look, for me, it's just a real huge day for every single Arsenal fan, everyone. Whether you've been in the whole time, whether you've had doubts and you was out, whether you was on the fence, Mr. Splinter, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. The thing is, we're here now. We are here now, and bro, long may it continue. It's all I want. I want continued success for the club. And from what I'm hearing, the Kroenkes have been around. They've been around the players. You know, they're talking the big game. They want to back this. They want to build a dynasty. They want to, they want to build a sustained period of success for the club. And I can't say I'm doubting them, because from when they put Berta in charge and they did all, I mean, going to get Declan Rice, they've shown their hand that they're willing to invest in the success of this club. So, yeah, man, that's all I want to see. I want to see continued success. And I've always said it, if this guy won me a Carabao Cup, he can get 18 months. He won the Premier League,
bro.
man. He can fucking
Carabao Cup, bro.
Bro,
Carabao Cup,
you must understand. There's timeline to everything. You know, when we were saying them things there, man was hungry, blood. Like, I ain't seen the fucking cup in the lot, bro.
So if you win the Carabao Cup, it's what it could lead to, isn't it?
Exactly that. And this was the motion we were running with. Like, you never know what doors just going to win that Carabao Cup could do for these players. Give them mentality, just shift their mentality a little bit, and obviously we didn't, and the way we played in the Carabao Cup wasn't it. But not just blame the performance, but also the selection as well. The goalkeeper being the biggest one of those. But we turned it around since then. You know what I mean? From when we lost that game to Man City at home, we turned it around, and we locked in and just made sure we got the results that was required. And hey, for Kai Havertz to be the one to clinch the goal that won us the fucking league, it's a madness. It's a madness, people.
Mad.
For Kai Havertz to be the one to clinch us the goal to win the fucking league, man.
And that was a good goal, by the way. Whether you like him or not, that was a good goal.
He let like a salmon, man. He did.
It was a lovely looking set piece, bruv. You know what I mean? Delivered by Haaland, man. Yeah.
Krupi scored the goal that clinched us the league, technically.
Hey, you see, this is the thing that I want.
Get him to the fucking carpet, man.
This is the narrative that I want to correct. Yeah, the goal that clinches the league that we can control. Yeah, everything else was out of our control.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Everything else, because if Kai Havertz doesn't do what he does, fuck what
that
Krupi does.
Irrelevant.
It don't matter what Krupi does. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So the one that we can control, the goal that clinches the league, from our control standpoint, was Kai Havertz, and we got to give him credit for that.
Yeah,
We've got to give him credit for that. You know what I mean? But all in all, man, I'm happy, man. I'm fucking delighted, man. You know what I mean? And if you're gonna shout out Krupi, don't forget Barry as well, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Shout out Barry too.
Big up the Barry.
Shout out Barry, man.
And I don't mean the bad
And hopefully Everton do it today. Big up Everton. Hopefully you do it today and get the 3 points.
Did you see the Arsenal fans giving the Everton fans the Guard of Honor?
I saw that.
Man, hold on. Do you, man, still want Tottenham to go down? I feel like I don't know if I want them to go down.
Yeah, I do.
100%.
I can't lie, I do.
You know what?
I
I'll
can't
tell you why. When they celebrated Son missing out 1-on-1, I said, your day's coming, Spurs fans. Your day's coming. They freaking deserve it.
But Darkside, listen. Darkside, let me say this right now. We can't mock them, because if you want to mock them, then let's also mock those ridiculous Arsenal fans who were twerking for Spurs to get a result against City that
for real.
Exactly. So listen, we can't begrudge them for that. But I would like Spurs to go down. I mean, I don't necessarily want them to, because I mean I've got some good mates who are Spurs fans. My brother-in-law's a diehard. But if they do go down, A, they deserve it, and B, this will be a huge shock to the system because one of the supposed big six clubs will now be down. How they recover from that will be, interesting. But it means that at least there'll be at least 2 or 3 more clubs who will now have a chance to make the step up and try and, become even bigger. And they deserve it. Sacking a manager who won you a European trophy, and some ungrateful people still say that he's the worst manager they've had. Those fans deserve relegation.
Look, I hear that, and I agree with most of what you said there, Manny. Right? For me, it's when we look at the landscape of English football, man, like NLD has been a big staple of what English football is all about. And yeah, as shit and as rubbish as they've been, I kind of feel like they suffered enough. You know what I mean? Just for this season alone. Oh, hold on. Let me explain it. Right? I kind of feel like they suffered enough because we're on a day like this, where they just about survived and didn't get killed off and get sent to the championship or the gulag. Right? We're winning the league. We're getting guard of honor. We're lifting the trophy. We're having a nice day. We got beautiful parade planned. There's a lot of things going for us, but for the NLD, just for the sake of the NLD, man, you know what I mean? I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I don't really want to lose that fixture. You know, I try to say.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
I don't really want to lose that fixture, right? For
moving like Joker. He doesn't want to kill Batman. I hear that. I hear that, bro.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Don't really want to kill him off, man. And if you think about it, this season alone. Spurs by themselves gave us 11 fucking
6 points.
11. They took 5 off of fucking City.
Oh, shit, man.
They took 5 off City. And they gave us 6 points by themselves. Without us, they gave us 11 points, bro. Like,
they'll be back.
I totally want West Ham to start because my dad's a West Ham fan. So, but the North London derby is the game I like most. It's my favourite game. I think it's the best game in the league. Personally,
fair enough.
But yeah, I could do without it for a year and then see what happens. But
exactly, I can do that for a year.
I know you said you can do, but do you know if they come back next year? They might not come back in 5 years, and all of a sudden you don't have anybody for 5 years.
Yeah,
I think because of the money they will.
If we get them in a cup game, it'll make it so much better, won't it?
I think because of the money they will. I'll be honest.
Imagine like a North London Derby FA Cup final. That'd be. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, they have to get there first, don't they?
That's the thing. There's no guarantees to all of these. Them being in the league is guaranteed to play them twice. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think I'm ready to let go of that fixture, but you know what I mean?
Let's not forget our own FA Cup record has still been abysmal under Arteta. How could we lose to that Southampton team that have been kicked out of the playoffs? By the way, man,
I know you just said about the Southampton game, yeah? How do we know that them motherfuckers weren't spying on us, blood? You know what I mean?
Yeah, replay it. Replay it, man.
How do we know them motherfuckers weren't spying on us, blood? You know what I mean? Like,
but let's not make excuses. We shouldn't be top goonery about that. FA Cup record has been abysmal.
I think we should beat them even if we show them the game plan. Even if we show you the game plan, we should still beat you, in my opinion.
Hey Manny, you know one thing I promised everybody when we won the league? I'm going to be so delusional on so many motherfuckers, it's going to be unreal, bro. I mean, I promised everybody this, man. And I intend to stand 10 toes on this shit, bro. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a long summer for so many people, man. It's going to be bad. Hey, today it begins, man. It begins today.
Speaking of the season, Dark, who's your players of the season, Dark? Who's your player of the season? Or if you want to pick multiple, pick multiple.
For me, I've been going back and forth with Arsenal fans, non-Arsenal fans, people in my family. I was literally at my cousin's house yesterday, and we was just arguing about it. For me, it's Raya, and I think it's clear that it's Raya. I hear Declan Rice, I hear Saliba, I hear Gabriel, but I just think it has to be Raya. So I just think about that West Ham save, man. That West Ham save. I remember just seeing it, like seeing it, and just thinking, oh, this is it. This is going to be 1-0 West Ham. We bottled the league. And it's like they were playing chicken with each other, man. The way he held his nerve, he's just world class, man. He is genuinely
top.
I can say with.
Is he the best in the world? You can start saying it. Is he the best in the world?
I would say he's top 2 and he's not second.
Who's the first? Who would be the first?
I'd probably still say Courtois is number 1 in my opinion.
Okay, fair enough.
Big name. David Raya is probably number 2 in my opinion. I mean, feel free to disagree, but I just think that David Raya has just been. It's like since he's been here, he's just improved every season, in my opinion. Like he's just gone from strength to strength. And
what do you think of him being left out of the Spanish squad?
Thank God. I don't want him to. I don't care.
No. That's not confirmed. I mean, they're not going to name their squad until tomorrow, and I don't see De La Fuente
is that not confirmed? No.
Out.
So the list we saw was like a fake thing.
He should be number 1, let alone he should be number 1 starting, let alone left out.
Yeah. I always ask the question, like, if since 3 years I've been asking this question, why doesn't he play? Why doesn't Raya play?
I know Darkside was just saying he's happy about it, but if my goalkeeper got the opportunity to go and win the World Cup and potentially be the best goalkeeper in the fucking world, I want him to get that opportunity, bro. You know what I mean? And
facts.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I hope he, because a lot of these players I didn't think they were going to put in the effort like they did, especially with the World Cup on the horizon. Because you think a lot of them will be ducking tackles, wouldn't go in for it, wouldn't put in as much effort because they all want to go to the World Cup. But our players were pulling out fucking internationals just to make sure that we win this fucking Premier League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, bro, if they get a chance to get selected to go and showcase their talent and show that they're the best in the world, whether it's through with Spain, whether it's through with Brazil with some of our players, whether it's through even England squad, go on, my son, go and do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm ready to put these players. It's a dirty conversation.
Don't get me wrong. Ola. Like, I don't mind Raya playing for like Spain and playing for the national team. I'm just saying, like, for him I'm an Arsenal fan first. I don't care about Spain.
Yeah, 100%.
If he doesn't play, I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously
it's less mileage for a minute. I hear you on
want
that.
the players in the biggest conversations and in the biggest competitions, but from an Arsenal point of view, it doesn't really.
Yeah, I agree with that, but more so outfield players, not so much goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Any player can get injured, but Jez.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're saying something.
Yeah, I was just going to say, an honorary mentions probably has to be Rice is a very, very close second for me. I just think he's just been. And I mean, we've all been saying that Rice is going to probably go down at some point in the season, and he's just been an absolute mutant machine. Like he's an android, man. Like he's just a monster.
Facts, 100%, man. Facts. Jezza, who's your player this season, and why?
I respect the comment about Raya. I do, because that's going to be his 3rd consecutive Golden Glove. And he has dug us out of shit at times. But for me, it's Rice. I'll tell you for why. His continual commitment, playing through injury, he still turned up every game he played, and he showed himself out to be a top-level footballer in every respect. And the fact that he got the players out to celebrate with the fans, that's a big, big, big thing for me. I remember '89 when we did it at Liverpool, and the team came back in the early hours, and players came out. Adams came out, Lukic, all that lot, Mickey Thomas, Alan Smith, they all came out of the East Stand to celebrate with the fans. So it's the only time I've ever seen that, and to do it again in this occasion, respect, absolute respect, and well done to Rice for doing that. And that just shows to me he's a true Arsenal captain. He's got so much credence in him. You know, for me, if he was captain, he'd be the next best captain alongside Tony Adams. No doubt about that.
Wow. Wow.
So the fact that he showed absolute commitment, I think's the word, this season, got us through difficult times and played through injury, and he played like a true champion. For me, it's Declan Rice.
Yep.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to shock everyone. My player of the season is Gabriel, and I'm actually Team Saliba, which is surprising. Why
that's
Gabriel?
Not a shock. That's not a shock at all, man. That's mine as
A
well.
lot of people are
But that's
picking
not a shock at all,
Raya
man.
and Declan Rice. A lot of people, which obviously I respect. You know, I love both of those players, but I feel like why Gabriel? He got us a lot of goals as well. It's not just the blocks. It's not just the defending. He got us goals as well. He's arguably our best striker as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Or one of our best strikers.
Can I add something? Can I add something there with you as well before you go around the table, Rashid? I miss me out when you do go around. But the thing with me with Gabriel, it's not just everything he does on the pitch. Is how petty he is off the pitch. Like if you do some madness like some Onana fucking gesture 3 points in that, if you do some Ivan Toney type nice kick about, if you do some madness like that, best know Gabriel is coming for payback.
He's
man.
trolling, yeah.
Yo, he's on you. Richarlison, when they fucking beat us in Hong Kong in fucking preseason, you might remember, yeah? If all right, okay, what, you want to run all them things, yeah? Right? Did you see the post when Eze scored them things there? Did you see the fucking man of the match awards? Like, Gabriel doesn't forget a thing, bro. And on the pitch, off the pitch, is letting you know it's on when I see you. It's on site. Whether it's with Haaland, whether it's with Richarlison, Ivan Toney, you name all these strikers, all these forwards. He's been on smoke with them, every single one of them, man. I rate that. It's like when we're ready to go to war, you have a general that you just want to, you look on your side like this, man, and you know, yeah, this brother is ready to go to war for you. I love that about Gabriel, man, and yeah, that's why Gabriel would have been my shout as well, Rashid.
Oh, okay, fair.
Big up, Rob.
Manny, who's your player this season?
I'm in two minds whether I should just keep it short and say Declan Rice for the exact reasons that Jez has mentioned, or should I go and say why I do not agree with the other suggestions? I think I'll probably have to start with the bad stuff so that we can end on a happier note. Gabriel, for me, pettiness. Well, what some people see as good, I see as basically someone being exceptionally petulant. That little gesture he did after the Aston Villa game, where I have to say that we were in many ways lucky that we got a 4-1 win, because, Marino should have been given a second yellow card for a foul on Morgan Rogers. And there was actually a foul by Gabriel on Emi Martinez for one of the goals. I mean, he had his elbow in his face, for heaven's sake. And so, for him to engage in that level of pettiness, I thought it was just cheap and tasteless, to be brutally honest with you. And then, of course, when Manchester United came calling into town, Harry Maguire put him in his place and treated him like a ragdoll. And then at the end of the game, Gabriel didn't even have the courtesy to shake Harry Maguire's hand when he offered it to him. What people see as, being, somewhat petty and being willing to fight, I see as someone who has a pretty, poor attitude. And let's also not forget that in the Etihad game against City, that idiot bashed out Erling Haaland's head. Now, I credit Erling Haaland for being honest enough not to go down in pain, because if he had gone down in pain, Gabriel would have been sent off. He would have had a 3-match ban at a pivotal time. And I'm sorry, but, for those reasons, I'm glad that he's been knocked down the leadership pecking order by Declan Rice, because that is not what I want to see in my captain.
Yeah, I agree.
And yes, he's got some good. He is a fine defender. He's gotten us some goals, but he's a perfect example at times of why we say your attitude determines your altitude. And I just hope he doesn't do anything stupid in Budapest, which will, cost us. As far as Raya is concerned, I'm willing to give him some credit, saying that, he's saved us in quite a few games, although I think the Fernandez save was a case of the attacker going too close to him and just, choking it. Do not ever compare that to Emi Martinez's save from Carlo Muani in the World Cup. But he has also made a lot of mistakes this season. And there have been times when his performances have been absolutely, iffy. I go for Declan Rice because, as Jez has said, to play, he's been forced to play through injury, and he'd always give thereabouts 100%. He'd always show his commitment. He was the one who would literally drag the team forward. It's not over at the Etihad. And for those 3 words alone, those 3 words were probably the things which served as the catalyst for Arsenal to move forward, although we were helped, as Dr. Seymour said, by the fact that City completely soiled their underclothes, it has to be said. So for me, this has been the season where Rice has really come into his own as a leader. If Odegaard leaves, this chap has got to be our new captain. I don't know if I would necessarily put him above Patrick Vieira, although I will say this. If we do manage to win the Champions League, he is going to, crawl a long way up, believe you me. But for me, it has to be Declan Rice. And there have been other players this season who have made some important contributions. It's just that injuries have not been their best friends. But Rice has shone through it all for me. Mr. Consistent, the one who drove everyone, the leader without the armband. It's only a matter of time before he makes that armband his. Basically doing what Tony Adams did to Kenny Sansom back in the day. Isn't that right, Jez?
Absolutely. Totally agree with that. Yeah. He's a leader. He is a leader. He's shown it. There's been times in games when he showed more direction than our current captain, who is not a captain, Uda fail. You can see him guiding players. You do that. So much like Tony Adams was. He'd get older players, not physically, but you could see him shout in their faces and, "Come on!" That's what Rice was doing. Even when Odegaard was on the park, he would show more direction than the captain. So for me, I'd give it to Declan Rice.
Fair enough. Doctor, who's your player of the season?
I mean, it's hard not to say Rice. My man fucking Deckers. I still lament how long we've allowed this club to go without a proper defensive midfielder after Gilberto Silva and Vieira had left. There were squads that we had seen. There were squads that we had seen that were saying, the only thing that we were missing is a proper 6 and a goalkeeper. That was our Achilles heel for a very long time. And we could even see it a little bit, when we had brought in Partey. We could see the void that he had filled that was empty for a very long period of time. But Rice has only elevated it even further. I mean, personally, I think Gabriel is a close second, and Raya is maybe third. Personally, there's still parts of Raya's game that I'm not a big fan of. I think he likes to emulate Andres Iniesta a little bit too much. I don't need him to be. I don't need to be seeing him. Do all this footwork. In his own box. I don't need to see that.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think as well. I think. I think it goes without saying that the defensive back 4 or back 5, if you include Rice as well, I think they have. I think you could ultimately put any halfway decent keeper behind that back 5 of say a Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, and Hincapié with Rice. As the defensive shield. I think you can pretty much put any one of them. I guess any halfway decent keeper behind them. I think they would have a decent season. I also don't like how Raya deals with penalties that much. I think there's still room to improve. I think Gabriel, I think was a really close second. Just as it was described. Not only his defensive stoutness in the back, but also he contributed to a lot of goals as well. There's at a point in time when he was our highest goal scorer. So credit where credit's due. But Declan Rice, man, I mean, he is just the true heart and soul of this, of the players on the pitch. I mean, he, I think someone had mentioned over time, you either lead by example on the pitch or you are vocal enough to do so, and he does both. I mean, Declan. Declan just leads with such purpose. He plays his heart out. And oftentimes, we don't really talk about players like a defensive midfielder just because they're not the ones typically scoring goals. They're not the ones tallying assists. But to that end, Rice is doing all the hard work, all the unsung hero kind of work, so to speak. So has to be him. And I think, and then also I know at least I've been saying it from the onset. Our best midfield three is Declan in the 6 because he was always a 6. We had brought him from West Ham when he was team of the year. When he was part of the team of the year in his final year with West Ham, he was a 6. He's always been a 6, and this manager had wanted to play him as an 8. That goes back to Arteta's stupid tinkering. It always should have been Rice at the 6. It always should have been MLS at the 8. Should always have been Eze at the 10. That right there, it is our midfield, and also 100. It is our 100% English midfield at that.
The balance as well is just perfect.
Absolutely,
perfect balance still.
Absolutely. So it's not to say that it's not to say that there needs to be significant upgrades on certain positions in the summer, but there is a lot more of a skeletal spine that we can see. I would say at least the back 5 that we have, plus and if we see Eze consistently in the 10, if we see MLS consistently in the 8, we can simply just focus on the wingers, and maybe get another 8 to rotate with MLS, because I don't think Zubamendi's it. I think Marino's already proven that he's not really a midfielder. He's more of a second striker, if you will. Yeah. He's more,
which is mad
from the bench. Yeah,
right, exactly. No, that I'm not opposed to, but I definitely think we need another forward progressive midfielder in the 8. Definitely would not. I mean, I think we also need massive upgrades on the left wing. 1 at least, not 2. And and Madueke, I don't know. I mean, I think that's also a dud buy. I think that's a lot of wasted money for over 50 million spent. So we have Ethan. He needs to stay. I don't want to see Ethan sold in the summer. He needs to be seeing consistent game time next year. And same with Dowman as well. I don't want to see Arteta's favorites, getting a pass just because they are the favorites of the manager. If this manager is as ruthless as people they portray him out to be, then then we need to see that universally applied. But player of the season for me just has to be Rice. I mean, he's just levels, and also he just embodies what we want to see as an Arsenal player and an Arsenal captain.
Facts, 100%. Ola, your player of the season was who?
Yeah,
Gabriel.
I said Gabriel for the reason. And I understand Manny's take on Gabriel, but there are things. This just to respond back to Manny real quick on Gabriel. There are things during our come up to this point. The things there that you said about Gabriel were the things that we got absolutely ridiculed for. We got no backbone. We're too soft. We're too this. We're too that. And I think him bringing that side of his game into the gameplay we have some respectable defenders that don't do all that craziness, but they all leave it to Gabriel because they know he's the one that can really showcase that type of thing. The one that I wanted to highlight was Timber. Timber goes about his business quietly, but surgical with it. You don't need all the hoopla and everything that goes with it.
Boys, the team's out, so I want to see the parade.
Big up, Jez, man.
Take care,
Big up, Jez.
Take care, sir.
Big up,
Enjoy.
Absolutely seeing y'all.
Big up, Manny.
Yeah, man. He don't need all that hoopla, but with with somebody like a Gabriel. And I get what I mean. He's to some people great, to some people like yourself, Manny, maybe not so much. You know what I mean? But I do think we need that every now and again because we got absolutely ridiculed for it for years. Doing that come up. So yeah, having that side of a player in the team, maybe it's not a bad thing.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean, Seal said it perfectly. We're never going to survive unless we get a little bit crazy. But Ola, while I respect your opinion, I just hope that he doesn't do anything stupid to get himself sent off. Because one day, if he gets sent off, then he's going to put us behind the 8 ball. Let me tell you that.
If he got sent off,
I hear you. Look at Jens Lehmann. Everybody know how crazy Jens Lehmann is. Everybody knows how crazy that guy. But you still love Lehmann, innit? You know what I mean? Still love Lehmann. You're always gonna, you know what I mean? Show Lehmann love.
Lehmann's not my favorite for some other reasons, but that's a story for another.
Okay. Big up, though. Damn boy, I'm guessing it's Rice, isn't it? It's Rice.
It is. However, if Timber had stayed fit all season, the way he was going, Timber may have got my vote. But he didn't. He's been out the back end of the season.
I'm with you on that one there as well.
But for me, Raya has made great saves. But the one thing that drives me insane is when I'm watching Arsenal play and he's fucking around with the ball at the back with his little backtracking with the ball under his foot and some of the passes he plays out. It has me on edge and it drives me insane. But that's not the reason I won't give it to him. I just think Rice has missed the consistency. Aaron Ramsdale at Arsenal made outrageously world-class good saves, A lot of goals. Jordan Pickford has for Everton this season. Raya has been a key part, but he has got that solid defence in front of him that has helped him. So I understand why people are singling out Raya in terms of individual saves and stuff. Excuse me. But for me, Rice has been Mr. Consistent. And he is our most important cog in our team. He is. He's the most important player, and I absolutely love the geezer. I just think he's superb on and off the pitch. He's got the right attitude. He should be captain, and Rice for me all day long. I'll probably go Raya second, and maybe Timber, Gabby third. But again, that Gabby with a headbutt on Haaland, if they send him off, which they should have done, whether Haaland goes down or not, we may not win the league. And that really pissed me off, even though he didn't get sent off. I thought, you stupid fucking idiot. As soon as he done that push, I thought he's off. He's off.
He does do some madness. He does, I know.
In terms of his play, Gabriel has been immense. He's been brilliant this season. And Saliba's been good, but Gabby's been better. Pretty much that's pretty much it. The rest of the players... Hincapié deserves a massive shout out as well. I think he's been sensational. I'd probably go Rice, Raya, Hincapié. That's what I'd go.
Fair enough.
But
big up the whole team though. We got to run the game starting. You know what I'm saying? Big up Dark, big up Manny, big up Ola, big up Jamboy, big up the Jazz, big up Doctor, big up the whole chat. Big up to everyone that showed us love all season, that showed us love when we went to the Emirates, when I was there. Everybody there that showed me love. And yeah, people, we're gonna rate Ola, Matty, and Ola, Matty, and Lee, and it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe today. So yeah,
enjoy the game today.
We're out.
See you all soon. See you next week. Budapest.
Big up,
Budapest, here we come.
Do you want to play Champions League? Do you want to play Champions?
Not play.